Howdy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to the Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinal taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not... It's blocked! He couldn't get it away! And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Find some fresh air. So Stanford's offense has the ball for the first time. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And these are 2 of the best in the entire country.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The sure hands, it's dribbling. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. They just keep firing. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Quickly to the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. Trying to get the edge on the right. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there! Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's dribbling. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Catch in the middle. It's right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. On the move, it's Lacey. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The most mind-boggling stat from last season is that Ole Miss trailed for a grand total of 2 minutes all year long and somehow lost 3 games and missed the playoff.
Yeah, it was incredible, but it was a great year. You saw the line of scrimmages for Ole Miss really take over. Offense and defensive lines, that was the strength of their team that allowed them to thrive, to win more.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked it down so quickly. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker is Farrell. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Farrell. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Brown wants to pass. Got a man. It's Farrell.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you've got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Caught near the sticks. It's Farrell. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. They'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Caught behind the line. It's Lacey. There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Forced out of the pocket. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the 1st down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards. And now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
Fighting off the defender. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It's complete to the left. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Farrell. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable 1st half of football so far today at Oxford. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our Fellows at Bob Hemingway Stadium.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting...
Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the 1st. finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's 4. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. That's reeled in, it's Farrell. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him and tackled that receiver on the screen.
From the gun, the running back has it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Brown wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Keeps the play going.
And man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable.
Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. On the run, fires downfield. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He's got him. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Barges ahead. Touchdown, Cardinal! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Going right to work up top. Got it behind the line. It's Diggs. Breaks into the open. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rebels want to move quickly. Looking to throw for it. That's caught. It's Diggs. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watkins. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Watkins. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. He hopes it turns out better than last time. He had the other one blocked. He'll take it on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Give to the back. Crosses the 45. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Back to work in the final period of this one. Off the RPO, complete.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Gonna run it. It's 4. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford! give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action and
turning it on! Touchdown, Rebels! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And they'll take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence.